Hello. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I am here to help you learn the Speak Out therapy exercises and to establish a consistent Speak Out home practice routine. I love today's topic, which is hobbies. Everybody say hobbies with intent. Ready? Hobbies. We're really trying to speak out, which means don't let Parkinson's push your voice, pull it backward. We need to project it forward. Say hobbies again. Hobbies. And before we smile with intent, we need some inspiration. So here is a picture of Irene's family from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Those are some really nice smiles. So Irene, thank you for sending that picture. Okay, are we all inspired? Now we can smile with intent. Ready? After we do the counting exercise, I'm going to share some photos with you of my hobby. So I'm excited to do that. Let's go ahead and take our sip of water and get ready to exercise our speech and our swallowing muscles. Hopefully you have signed into the chat in that kind of yellow orangish box that says type in your nickname. Just click it there and type in your first name and where you're from. Even if you're not going to chat throughout the session, I would love for you to see where everybody is practicing from and to see the neat pictures that are posted. Let's start with the Speak Out warm-up. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Lift your voice. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Every syllable we are speaking out. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Make sure to connect the sounds. They're not separate. So we don't do may, me. Connect them. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. And one more. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. Let's take a sip of water. Something you need to know about the Speak Out Therapy program. With this program, you are not thinking about your breath support, okay, even if that's your biggest problem. You're not thinking about slowing down, even if talking rapidly is your biggest problem. You're not thinking about articulation, even if that's your biggest problem. When you speak out, you will sit up straighter, you will have better facial expression, your voice will sound clearer, you will slow down without purposefully thinking about it, you will not stutter as much, your articulation will be better, you will be louder. So just focus on speaking out. Let's do the next exercise, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth and project it forward. Ready? Ah. We're projecting our voice forward, not our mouth. All right, do it again. You're trying to make the sound consistent. You don't want it to trail off at the end. Don't think about your breath support. Just speak out. Ready? not my best one. Let's do a shorter one. And our last one. Good. Take a sip of water. Moving on to speak out exercise number 3, the glides. One thing about this, you don't start gliding right from the beginning. So it should not be like that. It needs to be very intentional. It needs to be controlled. You are regaining control over your voice. No longer are we going to let your voice do what it wants to do. You're going to take back control. So steady up, then start gliding. Ready? Good. The sound is always in front of you, even though you're gliding up and down. Ready? Good. These are not easy, I know, but you can do it. The more you practice, the better they will get. Again. Good. We are in control. Ready again? The downward glide is usually more challenging for people than the upward glide. The key is, as you are gliding down, you're still projecting the voice forward. Think of a roller coaster or a slide. As you're going down, it's kind of accelerating and it goes out in front of you. Listen to me do one of the downward glides. Together, start high. How'd you do? Let's do one more. Start high. Good. Let's all take our sip of water with intent. We are going to count. We're moving on to the next exercise, our numerical sequences. We're counting. We're lifting every number again. We're connecting them so we don't do them separately. It's not 1, 2, 3. We don't do that. We lift and project forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you are a person who tends to trail off at the end of your sentences, when you're doing the counting, reach out a little bit more for the last number of each row. Let me show you the first one. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Not thinking about breath support, just speaking out. Let's start with number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very good. Take a sip of water. All right. Today's topic is hobbies, and I thought I would share with you some photos of my hobby. My hobby is cooking, and over the holidays, I actually had an opportunity to cook a lot more than I have in a long time. So I thought I would share some of my cooking with you. Give me just a second. All right, here are my pictures. So the first one, I'm going to put my glasses on because we might be able to make these a little bit bigger. Well, hopefully you can see them. These are just some little fruit cups I made, and that is shredded coconut on top with a walnut. The next thing I made, this is lamb and stuffed grape leaves. It's a Lebanese dish. And so they take a lot of time to make, but they were delicious. And then here's something else I made, popovers. Popovers are so fun. They're so easy to make, but very impressive if you are hosting a brunch. And they're very good with honey, which is what my husband loves. And then I made this for Christmas Eve. It is chicken and rice with almonds and pine nuts, and so that was a lot of fun. I enjoy cooking. All right, we're moving on to our reading exercise. Just a reminder that we do have our Parkinson sing-along today right after the session. You know what? I need to make this bigger. Sorry about that. There you go. All right, reminder, Parkinson's sing-along today right after the session, or the recording is always available by the afternoon. So if you're not practicing with us at 10 a.m. U.S. Central Time, the Parkinson's sing-along recording is posted in the afternoon. You can use it all week. Our topic is hobbies. Let's go ahead and read these with intent and emphasize the highlighted words. Ready? In the U.S., January is National Hobby Month. Again, in the U.S., January is National Hobby Month. Ready? Some hobbies are cooking and baking. Again, with more intent. Some hobbies are cooking and baking. Next, fishing is another popular hobby. Are you with me? Ready? Fishing is another popular hobby. Next, other hobbies include painting and gardening. Now notice when I'm emphasizing the highlighted words, I'm not necessarily going louder. No, we are putting more emphasis on them. Let's read it again. Other hobbies include painting and gardening. All right, take a sip of water and then we'll move on to the conversation exercise. All right, I want you to name 3 hobbies. What are 3 common hobbies? Say each one with intent. Let's read these together. I want you to say the numbers. So it will be number 1, photography. Let's read them together. Number 1, photography. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, reading. So my next conversation prompt is, I want you to name a hobby or 1 to 3 hobbies that you had when you were younger, that you had when you were a teenager maybe. Go ahead and name those hobbies and speak out. I guess when I was younger, one of my hobbies was playing the piano. I actually played the organ in church when I was in high school and competed in some piano competitions at various colleges. Now I want you to name your hobbies now. Name 1 or 2 or more. What are your current hobbies? Say them with intent. I hope you do have some hobbies, and I would love to see what they are in the chat. If you haven't developed some hobbies, maybe you've had to change your hobbies because of Parkinson's, I encourage you to find some. You can find something that you enjoy and something that relaxes you. All right, let's move on. Dr. Boone's words. We will read them 2 times. Connect the syllables. Ready? Gu la gan ga ga. Again. Gu la gan ga ga. And the next. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Ready? Gangla. Again. Gangla. Speak out. Now the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Take a sip of water with intent, and we're going to move on to our bonus reading. Here's the bell. All right, let's read this together. Emphasize the highlighted words. Here we go. Singing is not just for professional musicians. It can also be a rewarding hobby that brings joy and fulfillment to your life. Whether you've always wanted to explore your vocal talents, or you are simply looking for a fun way to express yourself, getting into singing as a hobby is accessible to everyone. Join us for today's Parkinson sing-along right after this session, or sing with the recording later. So you notice how I'm emphasizing the highlighted words. You can download the reading material, okay? Take what you learned in this session and practice. Let's read this again. Use more intent. Ready? Singing is not just for professional musicians. It can also be a rewarding hobby that brings joy and fulfillment to your life. Whether you've always wanted to explore your vocal talents, or you are simply looking for a fun way to express yourself, getting into singing as a hobby is accessible to everyone. Join us for today's Parkinson sing-along right after this session, or sing with the recording later. Please try the Parkinson sing-along. If you hate it, you never have to do it again. But I don't think that you'll hate it. I think you will really enjoy it, and it will help you with your speech and your swallowing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sarah will be with you tomorrow. Have a great day.